Flamingo Seafood Restaurant is something I want to discover something in my culture because we have different species. Some people they're not familiar with them. We start as an appetizers. I have a Flamingo's Mahi Mahi ceviche, which is called in Spanish dorado. Flamingo seafood, I don't know, just happen like that. So the lady who do the draw and the walls for us, said, you know what? I want you to do me some nice logo for Flamingo seafood. So she come with this logo. So we named them Flamingos. You know, my guess is like my family. I'm treating them like I'm the personal chef for them. I have a very good margaritas here. We use our own natural ingredients. To make my syrup, I use real fruit. But my biggest seller here is a cactus pear margarita. So they look like a nice and purple color. So when they order that, look like a upscale martini. If I have one customer in my restaurant all day, I treat like his best customers in the restaurant.
So Eric, you're a regular at Flamingo's. Tell us how you discovered it.
There was one Sunday I was hungry and I was actually on my way to Popeye's Chicken, not too far from the restaurant, a hop, skip, and a jump. And it just so happened that this was their grand opening day at Flamingo's, and they had a really nice mariachi band there. So attracted to that, I went inside, and you know, the rest is history. Great food, extraordinary, delicious.
You're from Miami, so you're a huge seafood aficionado. What makes their seafood so like,
I like the way you said that. It is absolutely flavorful, very delicious. The way it's prepared, the way it's presented, just have that extra oomph to it.
So Jacqueline, anything interesting stand out at your experience at Flamingo's?
I could have done without the kind of Mexican polka music because it got a little bit monotonous, so that was a downside for me. But I had the special, the Chilean bass, which was just beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It was just this big hunk of fish, and it was on this round of polenta with grains and vegetables in it, and then on top of that with like this shaved zucchini thing and with the light sauce, and I was really pleasantly surprised.
Do you think the restaurant was fairly priced?
I thought that for what I ate it was just not something I would have expected. I think I went in with the mindset that it was Mexican, and then, but I wanted seafood because seafood's in the name, and so when I saw the prices I thought, oh my gosh, and but yet what I ordered, it was very well worth it.
The food is fantastic. We love the food. Everything we had was great. It was a very frenetic and loud and exciting atmosphere. The dining room's kind of small, the kitchen is open, but the food was outstanding. It really was.
What did you have?
I had the shrimp wrapped in bacon for an entree.
Oh, yeah.
With the red
That's
Malay
a good
sauce,
one.
and that was really good. The sauce wasn't overpowering like some sauces can be in Mexican cuisine. So you really tasted the shrimp and the bacon perfectly. I loved it.
Eric, what are some of your favorite dishes at Flamingo's?
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy you asked that question because I was just about to interrupt them. I love their lobster bisque. I'm a big fan of lobster bisque. I've tasted it all over the country and even recently on South Beach. But this lobster bisque is the best ever. I mean, it is just absolutely, it's smooth, very generous with the lobster, very generous with the overall soup. Very wonderfully prepared, very well seasoned. I can just feel my esophagus expand, because it's just so delicious. I mean, I just love it, and my trachea just takes it in so well. It's awesome.
And it had a kick to it too, wasn't
Yes,
it? Like,
it has a very good
little
kick
spicy,
to it.
yeah.
Very good kick to it.
But it was great. It was
yes,
infused with flavor.
it's
It was
very good,
wonderful.
especially when you're on a date and your date is going to sleep. It's very good to feed it to her or him because it wakes you up. It's like bam, it's very good.
So.
Did we have the desserts?
We actually got one dessert with 3 forks, and it was the tres leches cake.
Oh, delicious. Oh,
Good stuff.
oh, I'm getting hungry.
I know, right?
I had the mango and tequila sorbet.
Oh, that's
which
my
is
favorite. He
Fantastic.
stole it from. How could you do that? I was going to say that.
Nick, you had the margaritas. What did you think of the margaritas?
They were awesome. I only had one. I didn't have more than one because I was
they're
driving.
bigger
of
than
course.
your head.
They're big.
They have big and then they have bigger.
They were perfectly balanced. A lot of margaritas are very, very strong. This was perfect. You could drink a few of them and not get totally drunk. So it was just good. So.
Jacqueline, what did you think of the decor and the ambiance of the place?
Well, that was probably a downside for me because it looked a little bit like kind of a Denny's meets a bowling alley that they tried to doll up a little bit with some kind of Mexican murals and things. And but to me, if they had maybe closed the blinds and shut out some of the not very nice atmosphere around it and put candles, I think that would have been brilliant.
You know, I somewhat agree with Jacqueline. I love your name, Jacqueline.
Merci.
But it really won me over. I totally agree with her. I'm the type of person who I want the whole package, the whole experience. But this restaurant really taught me that substance is way more important than style. You know, for some reason, you just can't eat decor. It doesn't taste good, okay?
It doesn't excite your trachea?
It doesn't excite my trachea.
In a different way.
But let me tell you something. The food is just absolutely just overwhelming. You totally forget about the surroundings. It reminds you what's really important when you go to a restaurant.
Now, Eric, as a resident of Mount Prospect, tell us about the area.
The area is definitely not Michigan Avenue. Not many restaurants, especially not the kind of like Flamingos. So, you know, it's kind of like a lot of people say, you know, it seems like it's out of place. A lot of people say, you know, yeah, it should be on Michigan Avenue. But I like it exactly where it is because it's just right next door to where I live, you know.
Well, Eric, you picked Flamingos. Give us a summary.
Flamingos is extraordinarily delicious, unparalleled service, and the flavorful, very delicious, very overall, I would definitely go back again.
All right, Nick?
Great food and worth the trip to Mount Prospect.
All right, and Jacqueline?
I enjoyed the seafood very much, and it was well worth it.
All right. Well, you can try the margaritas and more at Flamingo Seafood, 1590 South Busse Road in Mount Prospect, 847-364-9988. Open for lunch and dinner every day. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $30.